Hello, I'm Rebecca, and this is Gloria, and we are couples therapists with Inland Empire Couples Counseling. And we are coming to you today with a special broadcast live. What are we calling this? Video? Um, where we're going to give you some ideas to think about dating for Valentine's Day. So, just to start out with, Gloria, you had this cool idea about really defining what Valentine's Day means.
Yeah, I just look at it like, kind of stereotypical growing up, like, okay, everybody had like a sweetheart, what have you. And then it kind of morphed as like I got older and start recognizing it can be transformed, it can be redefined and a very good excuse to even like celebrate yourself, celebrate the people around you, those relationships around you, making a special time and day for yourself to just invest in yourself, a self-care day, or even like the kiddos if you do. And don't get me wrong, you could definitely spend it with your partner. Like if you want to do it that way, that's totally fine too. But it doesn't always have to look one way.
Yeah. And as you're talking, it occurs to me too that like you as an individual or you and your partner as a couple can define and decide this is what Valentine's Day means to us. So is it a day that we mutually celebrate each other? Is it a day where the expectation is that one person does all the planning and really takes out and treats the other person? Is it some time that's really not about romantic love? And the way that we like to celebrate Valentine's Day is that we take little goodie bags to our friends, or we really help our kids have a great day, or whatever. Like there's not a right way.
Mhm.
You can define what it is for you and how you want to celebrate, or even if you want to celebrate. But in preparation for Valentine's Day, we have some date night ideas. But let's start first with answering this question, like, why date your partner? You're already together. Isn't that the point?
This is such a good question. There have been many times where people have come in and they're just like, I kind of want to refresh our relationship, or I want to feel like how we did when it was 10 years ago when we were first together.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of have them like stop and think, well, what's so different? And they usually say, we were all over each other. Like we wanted to see each other all the time, do special things with each other, or have like special moments together. And that usually was dates. And there are some folks that would say, we kind of just turned into couch potatoes and got used to just being a potato because the kids happen, responsibilities happen, and we just want to veg out. And I get that. Like burnout's real. People just want to relax. And also remembering at the same time, we got a partner too, and we want to invest into the relationship. So if things are not feeling maybe refreshed, or maybe it needs a little bit of sprucing up, I'd say make it spicy. Start dating again.
Yeah, definitely. Like, and the dates become this time that is just for the two of you that you carve out in your schedule to spend with each other and on your relationship. And sometimes when life just gets busy, um, it's easy to forget to carve out that time for each other. And so, like, why date your partner? If you want to have a great relationship, if you want to still feel connected with each other, if you want to have time where you get uninterrupted conversations, or you get all of your spouse's attention, or whatever it is, like these are all reasons to date your partner, to keep your friendship strong, to keep the emotional connection good, and keep your romance alive too.
Yeah, I like that you said that too, which is like it's carving out that time because just like anything else, like everything takes so much time. Work, kids, other family, extended family takes a lot of time, and it's so easy to kind of just say, maybe next week, maybe next week. And having a date night set in the calendar can be super helpful as a reminder, like this is the time for us.
Right, right. And there's something symbolic too about even putting it on the calendar, because stuff that is important to you that you want to make sure that you don't miss, those are things that people put on their calendar. And so what does it mean about our relationship symbolically if we never put time for our relationship on the calendar, right? The relationship then gets just whatever is left over.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't feel great.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. um, okay, so we put together on our blog this big list, over 30 date night ideas. We're going to direct you over there to check it out. And Gloria, do you want to share just some of your favorites, or some, yeah, fun ideas that maybe we haven't thought of?
Yeah, so a couple of them. I I really like the game night. It's kind of like a new kind of wave coming into my life, but the game night idea, it could look like so much stuff. It could be like simple board games, or it could be like the places that we've gone to that they do a whole thing. For example, like the axe throwing stuff.
Yeah.
And then they had some other things where it's like you can paint together and splash paint all over each other. And obviously they give you stuff to like, make sure that your clothes are not stained or something like that. But essentially, it's just like letting loose, being free with it. There's also, what are they called? The ones where they have like the the puzzles and stuff that
Oh, escape
this
rooms.
yeah, the escape rooms. And it doesn't always have to be so formal either. Like we can have like game nights, sorry, game nights at home. If you want to incorporate your kiddos, like they might have like a grand old time with that too. So that's just one. Another one is even indoor skydiving. I never done that before, but yeah, but it sounds super fun.
Maybe we
Um,
know what we need to do on our next team building event now.
I know exactly.
I would encourage you, anybody, to go take a list at all of the date night ideas, because something I think is really important about dating is to switch it up. Try some things, some new things that you haven't done before. Be willing to go outside of your comfort zone, be willing to play with each other, because it's like in that playfulness, in the trying new things, your brain will turn on. You get different positive hormones going through your body that's going to help increase that sense of bonding with your partner when the two of you are trying something new together, or you're learning a new game together, or you're doing something fun together. Like that's part of what will help with that bonding thing. So even if you think like, I don't know that I'm going to get anything from the date night ideas, go check it out and try something new. You can try it. And if you decide that you hate it and don't want to do it again, then you laugh about how that was a weird idea. Like never do it again, but you got to do something together, right? This is a huge thing. The next thing we're going to talk about, what if expectations aren't met? We go into this thing and I think that our Valentine's date is going to be super romantic, or we're trying something new and we have these expectations that it's going to be so fun, and it turns out not to be what I thought it was going to be. What are your ideas or suggestions there?
That is such a good one because just like how you were saying, maybe it's been a while since we've gone on a date with our partner, and then we're like highly invested in this day, and then a couple things trip us up. Like we didn't get the right sitter, or they canceled, or whatever the situation happened. So it gets pushed back a little bit during the day. We're late to dinner, or we're late to the activity, or what have you. And I would say the key thing is what you said earlier, which is have fun with it. It is so hard sometimes to, especially because life is so busy, to really carve out that time. But understanding like if we prioritize it and we have fun with it, then these things, they don't feel as heavy maybe as they would be if we're not having fun with it. And being as flexible as we can too, and understanding, especially when it's like new things that it may not meet our expectations. It may not be something that we enjoy, just like how you're saying. And at the end of the day, it's recognizing I did it with my partner and that was the point. Like maybe my partner loved it and I didn't, but that's the point, is just that we had that time together. We prioritize this time, just that partner and me, and we just learned something about ourselves. Maybe I learned that my partner loved axe throwing and I didn't. Like, just having fun with it, I think, is one of the biggest things.
I think there can be a communication element as well. So like if expectations aren't met, then maybe I need to talk to my partner about like, hey, this part didn't work for me, and can we try to do it differently next time? Or even better, like before the date, can you talk to your partner and say like, this is what I hope will happen. This is why we're doing this particular activity, because it's often hard for people to meet our expectations if they don't know what they are. So I think there can be a communication element to managing when our expectations aren't met as well.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to check out our full list of date night ideas, you can find them on our blog over at iecouplescounseling.com. We also have a ton of other resources there to help couples in relationships, more things about our marriage counseling services, how to self-soothe, how to manage conflict. We've got a whole ton of information over there. Head on over to our website and check it out. And if you're interested in working with one of our therapists, you can set up a free consultation on the website as well. Thanks.